How long did it take you to put this exhibition together?
We used to say that we stabilized the list of work 10 years ago, but of course we didn't work 10 years during all the time for this exhibition, but we had to keep the list of work together, to keep the work grouped as long as this time.
How long have you been in the art game?
Since let's say the 80s, because I moved from mathematics to artistry during when I was a student.
In your experience, what makes this exhibition special? Because we don't often see the work of an artist put in the context.
You say that. This is precisely what we wanted to achieve. It's to promote a new idea of Picasso, not as an isolated figure, an artist living above the sky, but someone who is facing and reacting to social events, to political events, to encounter he had with different people, painter, artist, and so on, and also to different places, because he didn't make the same art when he was in the south of France than when he was at the beginning of his life as an artist in Paris, for instance.
Do you have a particular favourite painting of his?
All of them, because every single work of Picasso is singular, is something original, because there is a kind of progression from one to another. Well, when can you fix the image? You can see here in this room, there is this film by Henri-Georges Clouzot, and precisely the title of this film is Picasso's Mystery, and the mystery in question is what is the genius of Picasso? And you see it in these images. It's metamorphosis from one shape to another. How can you stop it on one image? You can, but...
If you had to pick one.
I would say the last one, the Musketeer on the blue, because it's the one I choose for the catalogue, for the cover of the catalogue.
Now, I just wanted to get a general comment from you about government support of the arts. In France, can you tell me how rich that association is, and can you compare and contrast?
From what I know, because I don't know everything, French institution has been for years support massively, and it's still the case, by the French government. From what I've seen here, the museum and this exhibition get an incredible support from the government of Victoria. So it means it's very comparable. Another thing, I heard that the federal government was very supportive to help for the insurance of these invaluable works. So it's very comparable in a way to what
we have. Movies, streaming, TV, moving images everywhere, just bombarded with images in this culture. What is it, in your opinion, about standing in front of a painting that is significantly different and more enriching than that moving image culture?
Specifically with Picasso, there is a rare nature of images he produced. He used to say, painting is not a decoration thing. This is a weapon. And you can feel that in front of each of his paintings. And if you compare it, it's a good exercise to compare it to other artists. And you will feel immediately that you are addressing the painting address you in a very powerful way, which is not the case of many, and none of the image you mentioned, because on the TV, on the telephone, and so this is image you immediately forget. You are in a flux. Here, you are receiving something much stronger.
It is amazing that you can now sit through a 2.5-hour movie, and 5 minutes later you can't remember anything that you've just seen.
That's it, precisely. You will never forget the image of Picasso, believe me.